the citizens of Mankato right now are the ones that are able to bring their unused items or their wet items or whatever you want to say and bring them back here. And I was telling Lieutenant Governor, it's pretty sad when you look at recliners and stuff. These are people's items. These are people's homes, stuff that they had in their house and that they treasured. And unfortunately, they have to be thrown back here in a dumping area. But again, we are so blessed with our staff here in Mankato. They have been unbelievable. They were prepared for the worst and were ready, and thank God we did not have to do that, but they were on top of it. They kept our citizens informed, which is very, very important, because when we inform our citizens and they have information, they are calm. And that's what we want them to be. This is our job. This is what our staff does. They are doing a phenomenal job of keeping people calm and keeping Mankato safe for everyone.
I had the opportunity to go a little bit further upriver. The water's moving incredibly fast, and so was grateful to be able to see that. You know, we're seeing trees whole trees just flowing right down the river, which is an incredibly important reminder for folks to stay away from the water and stay safe. The safety of Minnesotans is the most important issue, I think, for all of us, and just wanted to remind folks about that. It's no secret that we are facing incredible damage from this flooding, but we also know that we have the people, we also have the resources to be able to appropriately respond to this flooding. And I am so grateful to the leadership here in Mankato, and as the mayor mentioned, just being in communication with residents. I think folks want as much information as possible right now, and it's been making a big difference. People are sad and scared, but I think the ongoing communication has been incredibly important for folks as well. You know, I know also as we're seeing the items from families behind us, you see, as the mayor mentioned, recliners, there's some toys, wet carpeting. Grateful that this is here for folks to be able to recover, and just a good reminder for people, especially in Blue Earth County, to keep your receipts. We will absolutely want to make sure that we are providing relief for folks, so keeping those receipts for all of these expenses is going to be incredibly important to recovery as well, to residents, and of course also to farmers. Keep those receipts. I also know that having 169 being closed can be an annoyance, but it's really, really important for folks to follow those detours, to stay safe, and to avoid driving through any water. You know, we've said that multiple times, but it absolutely bears repeating. It might look like 3 feet or 3 inches. It could be 30. Stay safe and stay away from the water. And it's incredibly important also that we just follow the experts, MnDOT's lead, and keeping out of the way of all of the construction as well. So as you know, Governor Walz yesterday took an aerial tour of this region. I've seen some of those aerial shots as well. The water is up a little bit, even from yesterday, in some of the parks and areas that I have seen. And so it's just important for people to just continue to pay attention to local government and the messages that they are sending out as well. But of course, Governor Walz and I, you know, are grateful to our local governments for their support. Of course, the National Guard stands ready to assist. Our Department of Public Safety, of course, stands ready, and all of our state agencies, from the Department of Agriculture to the Department of Health, also stand ready to help and to do what's needed. We fully expect that we will have additional requests. We will be fully prepared for those requests as well, and just will help to respond to communities as they need it. One of the things that the mayor and I were talking about is that, of course, Minnesotans want to be helpful. They always are wondering, how can I volunteer? What do you need here in Mankato? And I think the answer is, you don't know yet, right? Because of the water, and it is still so high. It is once the water clears out, that we'll have a better sense of recovery and cleanup. So I think an important message to people right now as well is don't forget about Mankato and about these communities, because the water will recede over the coming weeks, and we want to make sure that if you are ready to help, that you're ready to help in the coming days and weeks as well. But stay tuned. I love that question, because Minnesotans, we take care of each other, but right now there's not a whole lot to do quite yet, but again, when you are ready to step up and help your fellow Minnesotans, we will absolutely communicate that information that is needed so that you can do so.
Keep watching CBS News Minnesota for continuing coverage.